I've been forced to come to a place that I'm not all that thrilled about, Dunkin Donuts. We're here doing Cranberry Highway for these devotionals this week, so I guess we had to make a stop here. Nothing I can do about it. It's kind of obligatory. So I'm gonna hand this to Haley for a moment, get into our devotional. What do we do here? This is one verse devotionals. I give you one verse, give you a quick devotional on it, get in, get out, let you get about your day, just kind of try to encourage you, give you something to think about that day. So we're going to continue. We've been here on Cranberry Highway talking about Romans chapter 12. Going to stay there because we're trying to get this verse through us, right? We don't got to get through the Bible, Haley, Emma. Got to get the Bible through us. Maybe if we did that a little more, we wouldn't stop at Dunkin Donuts, but that's beside the point. All right, so here's the verse again. Chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. Do not be conformed, verse 2, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Now, earlier this week we did do not conform to the world. Then we did be transformed. Today, we're going to talk about how that all happens. By the renewing of your mind. How do you not be conformed? How do you get transformed? You got to change the way that you think. Renew the mind. This goes back to so many of the verses we've been doing through this devotional. Got to put on the new man, take off the old man. It's the same concept. Change the way you think. If you're thinking like the world, your life is going to look like the world. If you're thinking like the world, you're not going to be transformed. You got to change the way that you think. Don't think like social media tells you to think. Don't think the way your professors, your teachers, your bosses tell you to think. You got to think the way the scriptures tell you to think. Do not be conformed to the world, be transformed. How? By the renewing of your mind. Today, think about that. How are you thinking? What types of things in your mind, the way that you look at the world, need to change? Maybe it's how you look at your job. Maybe it's how you look at your relationships or your finances, whatever, your health. You got to start looking at them through the lens of Scripture. My Bible, got my Bible, don't forget. So there you go. Do not be conformed to the world, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. We'll keep going with that again tomorrow. But I want to go ahead and check out Dunkin Donuts Americano. I said 3-shot Americano. They didn't even know what I was talking about. What's the first thing you notice? You should know by now.
Cup too big.
Cup is huge for a 3-shot. 3 shots gonna be like right there, which means the rest of this is water. I don't have very high hopes, Emma. I don't know what to think, but here it goes. We're at Dunkin Donuts. We'll see. I'm a little surprised, I'll be honest. It's actually not bad. It's not bad. It's not as bad as... So, I did a coffee review at Cupcake Cafe. I had really high hopes, and I think that impacted the score. This, I had very low expectations, so I think that might impact the score as well. I'll say this, it's kind of rich, and it does have a really good, dark note to it. So I'm going to give this a 6.5. For Dunkin' Donuts, 6.5 for Dunkin' Donuts. Can you believe that? I used to call the mayor and let it be known that Dunkin' Donuts scored a 6.5. That's better than I was thinking. This is going to be in the 5s. That's what I really thought. But I'm actually going to finish this. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so that's a Dunkin' Donuts review on the. We don't even know if it's a 3-shot Americano. They're large Americano. And I'm Pastor Dave. That's the devotional. We'll see you next time.